Right, it's time for Showbiz and Miss G is here. Hello, Miss G.
Hello, the man who came back from Asia. You know, I like the way you say Asia.
Asia.
Hey, Papi.
Asia.
So how are you?
I'm good.
So you didn't bring me anything from Asia?
I did.
You know, I have to pass I Nabu to say the Asia.
I give it to
Oh,
you.
you did? Okay, so when you give it to me, I'll show to them tomorrow what you brought for me. But you're welcome back.
You don't have to
They need to know that you love me that much, you know. You're welcome back.
Thank you.
Somebody said 2019, new accent. So let me position myself.
So what's the accent?
I don't know. You need to show me what the Asians sound like. What do they sound like?
It's not one that you can, use so favorably if you're speaking English.
Oh, okay. And I don't like. But let's start 2019 with some retrospection. 2018 is just a year or a day ago. Yeah. So let's start with some review. We start with the death that we recorded in 2018, showbiz personalities who passed on in 2019, and the most talked about, it's not like any of them doesn't matter, is that of the late dancehall artist Ebony, who passed away in February, and a lot of people spoke about that. People looked for her all over social media. They wanted to know who this young lady was. She was involved in a motor accident. Away from Ebony, we talk also about, as we speak about it, the photos are on the screen. We talk about Joalaka, who was also a veteran musician, a staunch member of the NDC. He put together the...
So that's Ebony.
Yes, that's Ebony.
And the friend.
Who also passed away. That's Joalaka, who also passed away last year. Then we have Mark Mate, the veteran actor, who also passed on. And then CK Man, who also left us in the year 2018. Then we have our own showbiz pundits.
Yes.
A lot of people miss him on Joy FM. And then Super Odi, who also left us. And one who left us in a very miserable state was this Kumawood actor who was allegedly stabbed to death in 2018. So these are the list of some of the showbiz personalities who passed on. And also there was a story about one of the old actors who was actually from Cape Coast, who passed on as well. They say that he committed suicide. And so some very great personalities left us in the year 2018.
I didn't realize that there were so many until you rolled them.
And may their souls, rest in perfect peace. Now we can talk about the most talked about artists in 2018 as well.
Okay.
A lot of the artists. Who do you think was the most talked about artist? It will surprise you to know who was the most. Oh no, he's in that list, but he wasn't the most talked about. It will surprise you.
Okay, so how do you determine who was the most talked about?
Google says these per Google trends.
Okay.
They were searched for, they trended, and all that. So it's just 5 of them they had. 5 of them, according to the online survey, were searched for, talked about, and some of them made a lot of sense, because that back to back they were in the news. Yes, Shatawale, you mentioned, was in the news back to back, but it's a lady who trended all year.
Okay, I guess you're just giving us a clue. Wendy Shay.
Yeah, so Wendy Shay, after...
Did she trend all year?
Yeah, after 8 months through her career, she's been in the news constantly. From when Ebony died, she was introduced, people began to speak about her. After that, there were performances of her. People said that she had shown some parts of her body. The songs that she put out, Share, and all that. Uber driver got people talking. And also, who are you as Wendy Shay? Got people looking for her also
Probably
on social media.
That must have done it for her.
Well, because it was also at the latter part of the year, so people talked about it. Then Almighty Shatawale, Gringo, made it for him. Shatta has been in the news constantly. He just needs to cough. and then it's news, you know, from his Facebook live videos, throwing jabs at his colleagues, you know, exposing things that he shouldn't expose, you know, and all that. People talked about him constantly, and his Rain album launched, and the Rain album also going international also got him in the trends in 2018 as well. Then another person who became really famous, so this is a Gringo video that made a lot of, you know, people speak on social media. People Googled for this video. Then King Promise is also in the news. He's the third most searched for, according to the Google Trends, artist in Ghana. And this is because of his CCTV. Also because of the Dubai-based woman who said that she had actually helped in starting his career and threatened to sue him, blah, blah, blah. So he also got people, you know, talking about him a lot in this year. Then guess who? I was surprised to see this one, Kwesi Arthur.
Why him?
I also was surprised, but the ground-up signee went for the BET. He got nomination. He was the only nominee from Ghana.
That explains it.
Yeah, so people looked out for him on social media. People Googled for him. He was talked about. So he becomes the fourth one to have been searched on Google. And then we have our own Stonebwoy. Stonebwoy also comes as the fifth person to have been searched and talked about trend on Google. And it's also because of his Episode of Mama album, which had some songs that, even though he had launched it a year ago, still had people talking about him in 2018. His fight with, his beef with Shatta, they're constantly in the news after Shatta got signed on. But Grams Morgan and the Morgan Heritage came just recently, so I'm not sure he added. Maybe he did.
The Paloma incident.
That is it, you know, all those added up to people looking for this young man by name Stonebwoy. But I need to tell you that finally we know when Stonebwoy's daughter was born. She was actually born in December. It looks like it was December 30th or 31st because she just celebrated her first birthday. We thought the baby was born in March. So Stonebwoy got married in June, had a baby by December. Oh, God of miracles. God still does miracles in this dispensation. But you were away. Whilst you were away, we were enjoying Christmas here. You heard of many festivities?
Yeah, I heard of it.
You heard that the God MC was there with the highest MC, if there's anything like that. Yes. And you know that for some time now, Manifest has refused to perform God MC. Even at the Ghana Music Awards, he didn't perform God MC. You know,
I was wondering why though, because it's a great track.
He says it's time bound, actually. It's not timeless, it's time bound. And he's moved on from that.
I just chuck it. Laughing hard till their tears in the bucket. Some of my peers spineless, they are muppets. Always nothing like a lizard. Damn it, I got my...
I mean, I think sometimes we want to dwell on certain things too long. There was a moment in time we both made history, and now we've made history again. And it's more important what we're doing now. That's my brother. You know, we have a mutual respect for each other. You don't dwell on things. I don't rest on my laurels. Can't dwell on any of those things. So.
Go to the market, buy yourself manners. Don't use my name in vain. That's just for starters. Hors d'oeuvres, I got some nerve. On my Djokovic, fear me when I deserve.
And I think that makes perfect sense.
Does it?
It does.
So is that to say that Sarkodie is never going to perform Advice?
Probably. Well, it depends on the individual. So Manifest says, no, I think it's in the past, I've just left it. Sarkodie may want to perform it. But I don't know.
Have you seen the video of Sarkodie's daughter and himself?
Yeah, I have. It's on Instagram.
It's on Instagram. Yeah. Everybody's talking about it. Okay, so maybe tomorrow. That's if we want to, sure, you know. But I think that he was whispering to her ears. Okay, let's go to Sister Debbie, Lydia, and the others.
What have they been up to?
Oh, they've been enjoying tracks from medical. Do you know what is happening between? Okay, no, we've done Kakalika, so I'm sure you understand what's happening. And you know that during these festivities, you know, partners have been mounting stages to perform. So there's been a performance by the man himself and his girlfriend.
What, medical?
Yes.
Really?
And not Sister Debbie, the new girlfriend, the newest chick in town.
They perform together?
Baby Aiko.
On stage?
Aiko. Yeah. Where have you been? Okay, yeah, you just landed. You're a bugger. see.
I
But
see.
the good thing is that some weeks ago they did the Kakalika dance together, and now there's a retaliation. So Sister Debbie, Lydia Forson, and Sandra Kopia decided to do this.
Just like it's too risky. It's too risky. Some they think say I be too long, but money on my mind, so I day on my phone. You know, help me make them now. It be too risky to give me alone.
Okay.
All right, that's interesting. The producer, though, the director was trying to draw my attention to some things in the video.
What's in there?
Okay. I'm not sure I saw what it was. But
Me too, I didn't see what
you
it
didn't
was.
see?
I didn't see what. I only saw a hype woman. Sandra Nkobia is a hype woman in that video, you know.
So she's a
Hype woman. She's hyping. So it's too risky. Let me hype.
Too risky.
Risky.
Too risky.
Say Calipo 1 and 2 biscuits. Say that.
Kakalika.
Eh?
Kakalika.
Kakalika, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
This is too risky. Don't do that again to fella and medical. No.
Hey.
This is too risky. We are back tomorrow with more risky.
Yeah, sure. All right.
All right.
Thank you very much, Ms. G, for bringing us Showbiz Up.